Hello, welcome to Insert Disc Podcast Episode 7. It's your least favorite podcast to listen to for gaming news, since none of us actually care that much. Would like to introduce
Hold
yourselves,
on.
guys?
I am endearing as a character on this podcast.
You're right. You're the main character here. Without you, all of us would
I mean,
die.
I wasn't going to go that far.
Does that make me the villain?
I'm the one side character that everyone wants to be a main character.
Yeah. No, see, James is Bakugo, the guy who explodes.
I feel kind of insulted by that.
You're the Sasuke of the group. You're just so edgy.
I'm even more insulted by that. Excuse you.
You refuse to participate in the group.
What do you mean I refuse to participate? I'm here, aren't I?
No, that's not what I mean. Like how Sasuke is like, I hate everyone, but he secretly likes Naruto.
Listen, you guys know I enjoy you. I just hate everyone else besides you.
That's sounding kind of Sasuke-ish.
Anyway, hello. Glad to be back.
I don't know, man. That sounds kind of evil.
Look, you keep talking and you see how evil I can be at Asen.
All right. You better be evil to our opponents because I want to win a prize.
You want to win a prize. All right.
Hey, I come in to win. I don't come to play.
Is that what we're going Saturday?
Yes. Well, no, just because, I don't know, Saturday's like the most popular day at ASIN. So
I
we have the
mean, you're
most
right.
people.
But I think most tournaments start Friday. But it's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so the tournament I participated in was on Saturday. That's why,
Ah,
yeah. Assuming it's happening this year. I have no knowledge of what's happening at ASIN.
same. But if not, we can still do money matches with scrubs.
So you mean, oh, damn. So you mean just going to the game area?
We're taking
But
nerds' money, yes.
you can go take nerds' money.
I plan on it.
All right, all right. So how's we like to go first? Tell us about your week.
Yes, because mine's always the shortest. I've done nothing except sit in my room and chill and play games.
What kind of games?
The same ones as last week.
I see, I see. Thank you for that exciting week.
I live a very riveting lifestyle.
And you tell me you write stories.
I didn't say I was good at it.
Come on. I don't even write stories. How I can make a more interesting week?
I I never said I was good at either of those.
All right. Chris, you want to go next or should I go next?
I'm going to let you go next.
All right. So I'm now summer vacation. I'm now a senior of college
Woo!
and I hate myself.
Par for the course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, since last Saturday has been a bit crazy. So I had a project that I was supposed to do over the entire school semester, but I decided to do it in the last 3 days.
Like every college student does.
Of course, except my class is not it's not students. Every student in the classroom is a teacher. So, I'm the only undergrad in this class filled with teachers, teaching middle school and high school. So I'm clearly the least prepared person at any time. And it proved to be that was the case when everyone made their own websites for their students to use while I'm just here with the most bare bones presentation.
I mean, hey, you passed, and that's all that really
I
matters.
have I have no idea if I passed yet.
Well, or
Anyways,
we're gonna hope you pass.
so as I normally do, I go to the cafeteria to do my homework, which is 30 minutes away walking. So it's now about 2 a.m. and earlier in the day I went to the corner store inside the cafeteria and bought a 12 pack of Powerade that just kept right next to me for the entire day. As I'm going home, I realized I should have took the bus 2 hours ago, because this is a lot heavier to carry for 2 miles
You didn't plan ahead, huh?
up and down a hill.
Ooh, just like our forefathers used to do.
Yeah, because St. Louis is a very hilly area. It's just a bunch of hills. So as I'm carrying this, I'm hating myself because I realize how dumb I am. And it's now, so as I'm walking through school, I have to go through the upper class white area to get to my apartment. And so as I'm walking, I'm thinking to myself, with no police cars, no lights, anything else, I'm thinking to myself, I hope no one walks up to me on this walk. Because I'm thinking like I'm in the middle of Get Out, in the beginning of the movie
Yup,
when that black guy's
you're
walking.
Darius.
Yeah. I'm like, this is gonna be tragic. I can't run with this in my hand.
You gotta throw it out the mid dip.
Yeah, but I just paid money for it, so I'm not gonna leave my Powerade behind.
I respect that.
So nothing happened. I get to the main street, the tourist area of this walk, and as is customary in St. Louis, all the stores are closed and all the streets are entirely empty. So it's like an actual ghost town. Ooh. All
Ooh,
right.
very Silent Hill.
Yeah, actually. So, except for a couple homeless people, there's always like one or two homeless people. But tonight there was no one, except as I'm getting close to my apartment, I use my eagle vision. I look down the street and I see one black figure appear from like the shadows in the distance. And I'm like, I hope this is not a homeless person. I don't want to have to give one. Don't have to give him one of my Powerades because I know he's going to be asking for something.
Wow, Phoenix not helping the poor for shame.
I give money all the time.
I'm just
I eat. No, joke. I know it's a joke, but where's one time I bought dinner? I bought a Subway sandwich, some chips, and a drink. And as I walk, I'm right outside my apartment. It's mostly black people. So because I'm black, they're gonna target me first, hoping they can get more sympathy, which they would be right. And I tell him I have nothing, and he's like, "Can you just give anything? I don't even mind food or something." So I go, "You want my sandwich?" And I just gave him my dinner. I went starving for the rest of the night.
Good guy, Phoenix.
Little
No,
do you know, there was that one condiment on that dinner he didn't like. He threw it away.
it was a trash sandwich. It was chicken teriyaki from Subway.
He wanted salami, so he just tossed it away.
Or maybe he sold it to someone else for like bartering. But anyway,
Now I'm
so
imagining a homeless black market, and I know I shouldn't. Thanks, Phoenix. Thanks.
all right. So I'm still walking down the street. I see in the distance this figure coming out of the shadows. I'm going, please don't let it be a homeless person. Please don't let it be a homeless person. I start to get close to him. He's hunched over at the wall with something moving. He has something in his hand and he's just moving it frantically. Like he's rolling up something. Or like he's getting ready to snort drugs. And I'm like, let me not look at him. But then he hears me because I'm shaking this container with Powerade. He looks directly into my eye. He stops moving. I look directly at him as I continue to walk. I walk past him. I make one turn around again to look back at him. He turns back to look at me, and he's still not moving. I just walk away. I get to the door. I try to quickly slide my key in because I think this guy's going to sneak up behind me or something. I look back to my left right before entering into the apartment. The guy disappeared entirely. He's just gone.
Oh,
He came from the shadows and he left.
from the shadows. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's wild.
Yeah. So that was my week. What about you, Chris?
Well, I guess I'll go by the best thing that happened. I got a way better job than I had before.
Ooh.
Yeah, congrats again, man.
Yeah.
Prior, I was a stalker at a Dollar Tree in Munster for like $7.25 an hour. Now I'm a it doesn't sound like much, but I work at the Dollar Tree in Lansing, and the pay is like $10.50 an hour.
How are you getting paid more in Lansing?
It's like taxes or something like that. I don't know. I don't really fully know.
That's crazy.
Hey, we take those.
Lansing, of all places.
Yes, but on the downside of this week, I beat Far Cry 5, and I've just had an existential crisis ever since.
Yeah, I still don't get it entirely.
It's just because it made me think of my mortality, and I don't want to do that.
Remember,
Not yet,
Chris,
anyway. I'm just 20 years old. I don't want
You're-
to think about that yet.
you're a tiny speck in the universe. If you die, nobody would care. The universe doesn't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
Shut up, Phoenix. I don't care.
Okay. I see what we're doing here.
Yeah, some
All
nihilism.
Anyways. Dang, I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it was a pretty normal day. Though I did get a little bit higher in SR on Overwatch.
Oh, you play by yourself.
I broke my career high. Oh no, it's something we were doing. I'm like at my career high, and I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Go
James.
gang.
While you and Rano were playing comp, Chris and I
Been
were just
suffering.
getting W's.
We were
I
suffering.
think we went like six wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw.
Yeah,
There was a draw?
we were doing pretty well.
That's surprising.
Yeah. So afterwards, I played with Texas by herself, and we proceeded to lose back to back to back.
That sounds about right. It is
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah, because it was on my Smurf, and everyone's just being really dumb and stubborn for no reason.
Per usual.
Yeah. So at least I can now play with you and Ronald.
True. He's probably too high to play with me.
Yeah. I'm at 3,100 something. Wow, my laptop is really picking up.
Looks like I gotta go in by myself and raise that SR.
Kind of. Oh, also, I played Skyrim. I got back. That was the first thing I was looking forward to. Because Skyrim is the kind of thing you just really enjoy when you have nothing else to do. You know, you just put a bunch of
Unless
mods
you're
on.
playing it on PlayStation.
It's still fun to play on PlayStation. I was playing it last night. I was having a lot of fun. I had a podcast in my ear. I made a new character who's going to be a necromancer.
Why do you want a guy that bangs dead bodies?
Alright.
Hey, well, see, it's a dark elf, and they hate the dead, so I'm being a bit ironic. She brought the weed. I brought the chronic.
Hey, that's lit.
Yeah, so it's been a pretty decent week. So you ready to get into the news?
Let's get into the news.
All right. So I'm still waiting for Hanzo to get nerfed.
What are you talking about? They took the arrow.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, now people have to aim. That's a nerf.
No, people don't have to aim. If I can play Hanzo and get 10k in damage, that's a little too easy. If I'm throwing
I'm gonna agree
ults,
with him on that one.
yeah, I give me ult so fast, I draw it carelessly in any direction, just because I feel like it.
James, you know me. I have never played Hanzo. Whenever you have played with me, I've never played Hanzo. One day in comp on my Smurf, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go Hanzo. I had 25 kills in the first round.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, it is. Also,
I don't play Hanzo. I have no experience on him, yet I did well. He's broken. He's not broken. He's just really strong right now.
he's almost too strong.
Yeah.
So what changes could they make to Hanzo to make him more fair?
I don't know. That's
Lower
just-
the firing rate on the Storm Arrow, I guess?
No, I
Just
don't think
lower
that's
a little
gonna
bit.
necessarily fix it. I don't see. The weird thing is, I think it's
It's
just
either
his
that or the
toolkit.
damage.
His toolkit is too strong, just in general. That I think nerfing anything might make him useless.
So delete him. Okay.
Exactly.
But
No, don't delete
seriously
him.
though, they'll nerf anyone. You've seen what they did to McCree. He's
Yeah.
still like dead on the inside.
I don't know,
They can
Chris.
make
Every time there's a
anyone
good
dead.
McCree, it's me getting shit on.
Well, I mean, yeah, that just happens. But McCree usually he's good at 1v1s, but in this game 1v1 is kind of something that
Rare.
doesn't happen as often. Yeah, it's rare, especially in this meta, or in most metas nowadays. It's just painful for McCree.
Yeah, there's
So,
Excellent
never.
sniper meta.
so we need Beta McCree back.
Yes.
What was Beta McCree?
This man destroyed tanks like it was nothing.
So imagine his fan to hammer had more damage. It was as accurate as his normal shots, and the flashbang was long enough for you to shoot into someone twice.
I'm oddly okay with that, and also disturbed.
So imagine you roll up on Roadhog and L2 him twice into the face.
Broke.
Yep.
If I were, wait, you said Roadhog? Like, were you giving the Roadhog example?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's exactly what I was about to bring up. He basically just destroyed Roadhog way too easily.
Yeah.
And I think he had the most health.
Yeah.
It's honestly busted.
Also,
We need him for the Brigitte meta.
no range drop off. Don't forget that part. So you just out snipe the snipers.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a good time. Did we talk about Symmetra last week? I can't remember.
I think we did.
I believe we did.
All right, so then let's actually get into the real news here. So have you? Do you want to talk about the leaks or the stuff I have in the news docket first?
Let's do the news docket first. Stay on task.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah, let's do
so have you heard of Death Garden?
I have now.
Yeah, so you saw the video.
Yeah.
All right,
That
so
game looks really fun.
all right, so have either one of you played Friday the 13th or Dead by Daylight?
I've seen both of those.
Nope.
All right. So Death Garden is made by the developers who made Dead by Daylight, and so so their new project now is a guy with a gun who's invincible, aka School Shooter 2019, versus a bunch of people who can wall run and such, but are very vulnerable. And I think the interesting thing about Death Garden is it's not so even though it's a 5v1. You don't have to kill all 5 people to win.
Which is honestly interesting because in any other game you have to kill all of them to win.
Right.
Like Prey was big back in the day, and that was like a 5v1, and you had to like all the monsters had to kill the people for you to win.
Right. Well, in most cases, there was some game modes where you had to destroy the generator.
Right. But it looks good. I like the Destiny-esque aesthetic. I like that. I like the look of it.
Yeah.
I personally feel like if all of us were to play it, we'd have a bunch of fun on it.
See,
Oh,
I'm not
sure.
really a fan of those kind of games. I don't like versus a PvP mode where there's totally different levels of power for both parties.
We play Battle Royales.
I don't mind playing
It's
Battle Royale.
your decision.
Oh, yeah, I would just play
I
the Battle
think
Royale.
I've had
then.
enough of it.
What? What was that? What?
I've had enough Battle Royale.
Speak up.
It's just too much, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't understand your accent.
See, well then let's talk. I don't mind Battle Royale games. I think there's too many in 1 year, but
I agree with both of you. It's like it's gotten stale now.
yeah.
It's like the zombie thing.
Feel too quick.
No, but so you did see? Do you see the? Let's see what's this video called? The Force Gaming video on Battle Royale games.
I got to watch a little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't fully watched it, he actually goes into the history of other trends and see how long it took for them to make the same amount of one genre in the same amount of time that it took these Battle Royale games to come out. By that I mean So by the 6 months that we've lived in 2018, there's been I think 13 battle royale games announced, if not 17. So he goes into different phases like the Minecraft one, the FNAF, all those other ones, and try see how long did it take to reach the same number of games that for the battle royale games had, and it took significantly longer for there to be those kind of clones than it took battle royale games to be.
Well, I guess that's like more so like a software thing. 'Cause it's easier to make like a FNAF clone S game than a battle royale.
No, opposite. It's actually very easy to make a battle royale game.
Really?
Yes,
You
because
don't need that much substance whenever
right.
you make a battle royale. You just toss in people, let them fight, and that's it.
And then make a couple of resources that people can pick up. It doesn't. See, you can actually do that with any game. You can already use in-game assets to make a battle royale game. FNAF game is a relatively harder thing to do.
See, okay, I guess I assumed that because of the sheer like mass amount of FNAF clones that came out. It just feels like we got oversaturated by battle royales like a lot quicker though.
Well, yeah, because it's more like it. So a FNAF game is a genre, right? It's a way of doing things like PT. You remember when everyone was copying PT?
God bless PT.
I feel sorry,
Strange time.
but PT is a style of doing things. Like there's structure to it. A battle royale game is more of a game mode.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to develop because you're just making search and destroy. Or I mean, you're making if you play COD, you're just playing free for all with one life. It's not a very hard concept. Whereas when you play like FNAF, you have to make up each animatronic, design how they're going to go to each room. Then you got to think about the room structures and all that kind of stuff. There's more to making a FNAF game most of the time. At least most FNAF games I've seen are generally pretty unique among all of them.
Huh. All right. Yeah. Okay.
I know I didn't explain that well enough, but
No,
I hope you guys
I
got the
understand what you
attention.
meant. It just takes a bit more work when it comes to making FNAF clones when compared to Battle Royale clones.
Yeah, and that's
You
kind of
got-
what he was going for. Where like Minecraft is not Minecraft. I forgot what trend he actually like COD. Like a
builder,
COD clone is a harder thing to do overall.
Well, I will say this: you guys explained it very well.
Well, I didn't go and I didn't. So based on how I said it, and then based on some FNAF games I've seen, I imagine anyone watching could argue that it actually isn't that hard to make a FNAF game. And I would say you're probably right. I just didn't explain my point very well. I had a Kanye West moment.
No, it was fine. You're not dead. It was fine.
Anyway, so I'm not excited for Death Garden, but I'd be willing to watch.
Yeah, I'd watch it, or like if I get a group of friends together, I'd play it.
In fact, it reminds.
I
Have you
would
heard?
only play it if I was with a group of friends.
Ah,
I don't trust people online. Well, not trust them. I just don't. Some people just screw around and just do stupid things,
So
trying
you-
to ruin the game experience.
like in Friday the 13th, where like people would find the key objectives and hold on to it, so everyone can
Yeah.
die.
Exactly.
And I feel like this is one of those things that's just more enjoyable with friends because you guys are talking together, you're running around together, you're like communicating, just having fun.
Yeah, but that's kind of a thing I'm afraid of at that point. Then because that's kind of the issue with lawbringers or breakers, lawbreakers, Rainbow Six Siege. These are the kind of games that almost demands having a team. Because James, we both watched the same person. Do you remember the Gaming Illuminati? That was their same
Yeah.
complaints towards those two games. And
Yeah.
I feel like if that's a complaint towards Death Garden, that might be an issue overall with how well it's received.
I agree. And maybe the way the game is just like made because it's still like alpha right now. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Maybe just the way it's made. after like when it's finally out. It won't be that way where I'll actually have legit fun playing with random people. I can get along with them and we communicate well.
All right. Uh, Speaking of battle royale games, Chris, you play Paladin, right?
Yep.
Have you played the Paladin battle royale?
I couldn't. I couldn't. After like a bit of time into Paladins, I just kind of got bored.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't have anyone to play with. I'll just say that. And you guys know me. I don't really play games unless I have people to play with. Unless it's a single player game, in which case, what am I going to do? But yeah, I didn't have anyone to play Paladins with, so I kind of just got bored.
When I played Paladins, I wasn't bored. I just didn't like how it was structured. Whereas like every action you make is kind of locked down, and you have to, like there's no real counterplay until you already know what happened.
Yeah, there was a bit too much of that too.
Although playing an assassin in that game is super easy. Back when it first came into beta, playing an assassin was broken. You would just dunk on everyone's life. You can close your eyes, kill someone, pop out somewhere else, kill another person, walk away. It was maybe I could give Paladins another try, but I'm not really feeling it.
I usually only played as Evie, the White Witch, because I don't know. Like I just picked someone random to play, so I was like, oh hey, I'll just play this character. She has ice powers, and that's easy. And maybe that's the reason why it got kind of boring. I don't know.
He
I
chose
heard
the
she
Ice
was
Queen.
underpowered or something. Yes, the Ice Queen.
All right. So James, I assume you haven't played Paladin.
Was that the game we tried to play together?
No.
No, I have not.
All right. Okay, that doesn't matter. So, have you seen the Overkill Walking Dead trailer?
I did. I did take a look at that.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's just a shame that I am no longer invested into the series.
See,
Like I loved Lee, I loved Clementine, and I genuinely went back to see like how Clementine's story went, and then once that finished, I was done.
what about Carl?
Don't care. Don't care.
Wait,
Why
we're talking
couldn't the
about that
chicken
Walking
cross the
Dead
street?
trailer. That trailer looked pretty nice.
Why couldn't the chicken cross the street? Hold on, I want to hear this.
Yeah, I'll hold off for a minute then.
No, this is no joke.
I'm
But
mad.
have you seen the meme structure where it's like he's telling the joke and he says the punchline twice? All right.
Isn't that a
no,
really old
hold on, let me
meme?
give you an example. Why couldn't the skeleton cross the street?
Why?
Because he didn't have guts. He didn't have guts, Coral. It shows Rick just like crying in Coral's face.
Can't see, but I'm shaking my head in disappointment right now.
I'm just like I got my head over my face. Old memes, dog. Old memes.
Hey, I still love old memes. Anyway,
Some of them are good.
yeah, of course.
Chris, please continue. I'm sorry to cut you off. Please continue, Chris.
That Walking Dead thing. I saw the trailer you sent me with the old man that was talking to zombies.
Yeah.
That looked really nice. Like, I mean, it didn't show anything from the story, but at least how they were structuring, how they were kind of trying to structure the story, it looked interesting. So, like, if I see more gameplay footage of the actual game,
Or
I'd watch it.
any gameplay footage.
Yeah, any gameplay footage of the actual game, I'd play it, just to see what it's like. And if it looked cool, and if it wasn't like that Walking Dead version where you had to play as Daryl, that game was awful, I'd play it.
So have you seen the other two trailers? Are there one of you?
No, I have not.
So the first one they showed at last year's E3, where it has this black guy who looks like Lee, who's
Oh,
at
yeah, I've
Washington
seen
DC.
it.
Yeah.
I've
that
seen
one.
that.
I
not
do
Lee.
remember that.
What?
I remember
No,
that
no,
now.
no.
It
I
just-
heard you.
I completely forgot it.
James.
Yeah, not Lee. It's totally not Lee, right?
Hey, are you saying all black people look the same?
No, I'm saying that one looks like
I
that. Looks like I can't English. I can't talk. I'm saying that one looks like Lee.
Yeah, so that was the first one, and then the second one had this Asian nurse who showed like it's in the flashback mostly, her and her doctor trying to take care of all these people who got infected, and how they had to put all of them down, and then it kind of ends with her. It has the doctor who got bit, and he's just sitting in a chair, and she has a pistol, and he's holding the gun, directing it at her head. And then they don't show the gunshot, but you see it goes back to present time, and she's looking at herself in the mirror as zombies all around. And so each character has a different name, which gives me the impression that these are actually like
important characters.
Yeah, with their own plot lines rather than made up characters.
Like if the 100 Days was good.
The what?
Oh, you gonna really go off on 100 Days like that?
Okay. So the 100 Days was just like a side thing for a few characters or whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
You remember now? Okay.
I didn't play
Did they
it.
ever use the characters in that?
You use most of them, but like it was just there. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but it was just okay. I didn't really care.
Like, the characters in 100 Days, did they pop up in like the second one with the Mexican guy?
Yeah, a few of them did, I think. Like 2 or 3 of them did.
That's just wasted potential.
Exactly.
Well, you can't really trust Telltale to make a good Walking Dead. They keep trying to chase the first one.
Whoa. You don't want Telltale's going to or any of the Telltale's fan.
I don't care.
I mean, I won't lie to you. The first
fight all of you.
Because I said The
Look,
Walking
man.
Dead. I didn't say any other series. Season 1 Walking Dead was good.
was amazing. It was really
great.
good. The
It made
second one
them a
was
shit
pretty
ton of
good.
money.
Like the first one was amazing. The second one was still pretty good. It's aight. And then after that, it's just like, aight, dog. I'm only here to see where Clementine goes.
Right.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. Even Clementine didn't keep me like interested in the second one. Once Lee died, I just fell off because none of the characters were interesting enough.
Well,
So
you don't
that's
like Kenny?
understandable.
I mean, yeah, he was cool too, but
No.
the characters from the other survival group, they didn't matter that much to me.
Yeah, Lee really was like holding down the entire.
He was the pillar of the group.
He was really urban,
All right, he was urban.
He knows how to pick locks.
of course. Anyway, so back to... Have you guys heard of the company Overkill?
Never.
No.
All right, so they're known for Payday.
Ooh.
So what's most likely going to happen is this game's going to have some kind of structure similar to Payday. And from what I know of already from the E3 stuff, it's supposed to be some survival where you go out, get resources, and come back and build your base. Now, how it's actually going to work, what I fear, because they haven't shown any gameplay, which I expect they're going to show some gameplay at E3, hopefully, probably on the PC market, I'm guessing, based on what I know at the moment. I hope they show some very good... I hope it's not like Dead Island.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with Dead Island? Wait, are you referring to Rip?
Nothing wrong with Dead Island as a game. What I mean is, James was there back in 8th grade
I
when
was there,
me and Caesar I came into class and I was like, "Hey Caesar, check out this trailer I just saw," and I showed him the Dead Island trailer, and me and him got really hyped, and then the game was nothing near that level.
You know what? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The trailer with the
The family at the
kids,
hotel,
the family. Yeah, that got me hyped too, just for a disappointing payoff. So I know what you mean.
Yeah, and with all these trailers are really good and emotional. And this is based on my knowledge of Payday, I fear they're not going to deliver on the emotional aspect that they're selling with these trailers.
Well, and that's like I get that, but I also hope like there's enough influence from Telltale where it's like they keep the good story structure, but they have like good like gameplay from like Payday. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They do
but
have to work hard to match what Telltale did with Walking Dead, because if it's not good, they're not going to get any sales.
I imagine they actually worked with the actual writer than Telltale.
That's what I'm hoping for. And if they like switch up like the gameplay a little bit, I feel like that'll be a big help too. Because I feel like everyone's kind of getting tired of the same like point and click adventure esque type thing that's or QTEs.
Yeah.
Because like Batman, it works because he's Batman. That's kind of his thing. But it's also like interactive enough. So if they can make it more interactive and make the shooting a little bit more fun, if we are making a base, make that a little bit more entertaining, then they might be able to strike gold again.
All right, I agree. I also hope that they have really good melee mechanics because I love melee in shooters.
Same. It's just refreshing.
I hope it's as decent as Shadow Warrior.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah,
I kind of want it to be like Dishonored.
Dishonored also works.
I'm
but
using
like
that one because I have not played Shadow Warrior.
Shadow Warrior is more arcadey, so like everything's like swinging quickly, and it does have impact because it's not like playing a VR game or like a playing sword mode on the Wii Sports Resort, but it is kind of like fast. There's different combos you can go for. There's like light and heavy attacks, and I'm talking about the first game, not the second game, which I actually hate. The first game, there's like a heavy attack, light attack. You can aim your slices. Depending on which direction you do, you can do a special technique associated with it. Like if you do back L2, you can charge the blade and shoot a wave out. So that's what I mean.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Too bad.
Oof.
All right. So next game, Atomic Heart.
All right. So I watched the trailer for this, and I was low key excited for the way it looked.
Low key, I was already down.
Like I'm feeling this. Like it's got like the Portal 2 feel. Very like you know what I mean. Like a good marriage of like science and like nature and just like the way the models and everything looks. It just looks really nice. And the music sounds good.
It reminds me more of like Fallout and
Bioshock.
Bioshock.
Kind of.
Yes.
It's got like
The
Bioshock.
atmosphere is great for the game. The atmosphere is very great.
Yeah.
But I want to say one thing. I hope this doesn't sound messed up, but I hope they aren't too heavy on like making sure that the enemies are just like either robots or one of those like weird controlled humans. Because if it's the case, if it's a robot and you kill a robot, it's not going to feel like it has as much impact as it would if you were to kill a human. This may sound really messed up, I know, but I want impact in my games. I want to know that I did something.
You want like Near Automata, where everything feels like it's weight to it.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
no! Oh right. So you're talking about how it feels to do something.
Yeah,
In like swinging.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
when you said
from
you
what I
start,
saw in the trailer, it didn't look like there had much effect from what you were doing.
I don't
Like,
know.
oh hey, you just cracked the robot open.
It seemed
That's
very
it.
heavy, in my opinion, how they're swinging it.
I'm a little.
I don't know. It just seemed like it was just not enough for me, anyways.
All right.
No, I get that, but I'm kind of just like, I feel like they couldn't like outright say that right away for a game like this, because that won't bring in people right away.
Yeah, that's true. Like if they already had an audience, like say that it was Doom, they probably would have. They could have said it for all they cared.
Exactly.
It would have worked.
Yeah, but there's something new, so they have to like, oh hey, look at these enemies you get to beat up, and look at these weapons you get to use, and then once we get into the meat and potatoes, you'll see like, oh man, killing.
Did you just like disappear or something?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Thanos got him.
I was I was trying to say like once we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, we'll get to see like killing this robot weighed on this guy's soul, or like not getting the spark plug, really impacted the like dynamic of this one family or something. You know what I mean?
But I feel like, well, I guess it's differing in opinion. Like Bioshock never really do that. with most of the enemies you kill.
Well,
Re-
yeah, but like there was always stuff in the environment that like added to the story, though. You know, like while the enemies outright didn't add to it, just being in that world added to the story. I don't know how to say it.
I just want to say, James, you have some inspirational music playing in the background, and I appreciate you.
I didn't want to sit in silence, so I just sat on the home screen, which is Final Fantasy VII.
I like it.
All right. Well, we'll just have to wait, cause it reminds me very much of Metro, like a far more cheery Metro, which I'm excited for. Which, speaking of like weighted decisions and the impact of your actions, you should probably play that game, Chris. I recommend it.
I actually did play some of the Metro game that was on the PS3, the one that was free for a while.
Yeah, the second one.
But I think my data got corrupted because the PS3 used to constantly have data corruption,
Yeah.
and I just stopped playing because of that.
Sad.
But from what I did play, it was actually a really great game, even though I didn't understand the story.
I thought it was a scarier and more atmospheric game than The Last of Us, because I was playing both those games around the same time, and I just stopped playing The Last of Us after a while because I got kind of bored, and I just went into playing Metro Last Light, the second one, and it was the scariest game I've ever played.
Wow, really?
Yes,
All right, I'm gonna have to look into
even though
this.
even though I'm not claustrophobic, it made me feel scared of all walls and everything around me.
I like the way this sounds.
Yeah. That's something to do with Atomic Heart. Anything else to say, or should we move on to the next thing?
The game has a lot of promise, and I hope it can deliver.
Yep.
Other than what I stated before, I like it. I'm very interested.
All right. So, how do you feel about Thanos being in Fortnite?
It's a strange addition, but I will say it's a welcome one.
It is. Have you seen any gameplay for it?
Yes, it's really weird how you get it, but because everyone has a chance to get it, I'm fine since it's fair. Like it's not like it's gonna only one person can get it, or if it was EA, you have to like pay for it in order to get it. You get a chance to get it. If you don't get it, it sucks to be you. If you get it, well, you're God now. Have fun.
All right.
It's not even broken either, so that's cool too.
Next thing, the new skins. It seems like you might be able to buy all your skins from other events.
I hope Talon Widow counts.
A
We are talking
welcomed
about,
edition.
We are talking about Overwatch, right?
Yes.
I really hope Talon Widow counts for that. I'm
Talon?
gonna cry if Talon. No, not Talon. Sorry, Noir Widow. If Noir Widow does not count, I'm going to cry.
Oh yeah, you really wanted her.
It's the one that got away. Did I tell you guys about how I couldn't get it?
Yeah, because you couldn't pre-order.
No,
No.
I did pre-order it.
He got it digital.
It
Oh,
the digital copy came out like the day before it was supposed to release. I was going to pre-order a digital copy, the day before it came out. But right at the time when it switches over to from pre-order to buy, I bought it. So I'm just sitting there like, all right, maybe the Noir Widow skin isn't on the thing. Maybe it's already downloaded in there because, I'm stupid. And when I found out I didn't have it, I was like, oh, whatever. I'm not going to use her anyway. Oh, I was dumb back then.
Go tell on Rolly.
Now I just wish I just bought it earlier.
Rest in peace.
ripping pepperoni.
I had to
Sorry.
pour one out for Widow.
I don't have anything to pour out this time.
Same.
All right.
Fill
So,
like a bucket of water and just pour it in the ground.
Got you.
I mean, I would have to mop it up, so I don't want to do anything at this point. So
It's worth it for Widow.
I'm really hoping with this, we get access to all the skins, so I can finally get the Reaper skin.
24?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want
I
Black
don't really
Watch
think there's
Edition.
any skins I'm missing.
I want Black Watch Genji.
I hope you get it.
You
Hopefully, that event will make all the skins, like except for the new ones, for the new second year anniversary event. Hopefully, those skins will all be 1,000. Because if it's like 3,000 for all of them,
That's gonna cut deep.
yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Oh,
Maybe
you should spend some money on loot boxes.
I refuse.
I actually plan on doing that just once. I only do it once for Overwatch, just because their loot box system is the only one I'm okay with.
Because it's just cosmetics.
Yeah, because it doesn't affect the game at all.
Unlike COD.
Trash.
I would list it, but that would take too long.
So also, I forgot, I didn't put it on a docket, but it was just a small thing. Zombies is practically announced for Black Ops 4.
Sweet. Treyarch does the best zombies.
I don't know. I didn't like Black Ops 3 zombies.
Well, I will say that one did have a lot of mechanics that were just kind of not necessary.
Yeah.
But if they go back to the original formula, I think they do pretty well.
I don't know. I'm hoping they learn from the World War II guys, because I actually like that zombies. Because unlike the other zombies where you have to wait for the developers to secretly give the information to all the zombie YouTubers, which I know is happening, because if you ever see any of these Easter eggs, there's no way you can figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't
definitely
make any sense. So, I like World War II because, at least for the main storyline, they'll tell you how to do it.
Have they finished their line of DLC? Because
No,
usually I think they do
there's,
4.
I believe there's 2 more left.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. I honestly thought they were finished because I haven't heard anything. You know how COD is with their DLC.
They have been. It's just COD isn't that popular with Fortnite. Keep forgetting Fortnite's the new thing. It's overridden
that's true.
every other video content.
There's also a new challenger has appeared, or at least what I'm hearing.
New challenger. What?
A lot of friends of mine have been playing Ironside, and people have been getting into that.
I've
What's that? I've
heard
never
the
actually heard of
name.
that.
I haven't seen anything about it.
It's like it's basically just like old like Modern Warfare on Steam. Like you have the clans or whatever, you have your gamer tag and all that. It's very like old school like that, you know. People have been going to that now.
I have to look it up then.
Iron Sight or Iron Side?
Side.
Side.
Oh,
Okay.
hold on. No, it's Iron Sight.
Oh, it's Sight.
SIGHC.
Oh, excuse me for being illiterate.
Apparently, it's been
It's
out.
fine, I am too.
It's a free to play game.
Yeah, I think that's also a big appeal.
Yeah, it's been out for at least 6 months. It seems. All right, that makes sense. That's why I haven't heard of it.
Why? Because it's free or because it's on Steam?
Because it's on Steam, and IGN isn't going to all the main distributors aren't going to talk about free to play games.
Yeah.
Nope. They don't touch it unless it's Fortnite. Just
Yeah.
because Fortnite got enough,
It had
New
Drake on
numbers.
it.
it did have Drake on it too.
Yeah, God's plan. Speaking of which, I've heard that song for the first time today, driving. Because now that I'm driving, I have to listen to the radio and see what they're playing.
It's not all that.
It's very Drakey.
It's
Don't you have
not
an
all.
aux cord in your car.
No.
I am so sorry for you.
Well, the other
And again,
option
I'm not
is
allowed
I
to
just
drive just because.
I just pull my phone out and just play it and just put it next to my ear.
I'm not allowed to drive because if I were to drive, people would just hear a car with what they would assume is just a sushi commercial, theme song constantly play. Exactly.
No, Chris is the kind of person to play the Negima opening.
Hey, that song was a
Hold on,
bop.
'cause that's a good song.
That song was a
That's
bop.
a really good song. Wait, you talking about? I think it's 100% sparking or something like that. Because that was a good one.
Hold on, let's see which one you're talking about. 100% sparking.
All right, folks, we're gonna take a quick detour and bump some Nagima music.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this on pause for a second. I'll be right back. And we're back. Yes. So
Negimo was worth it.
Please.
Sorry, guys.
we were talking about two different Negima openings.
I was
Both
thinking
bots.
of the parody spinoff.
I was thinking of the original one.
I
Both
was
are
turning
equally
up.
good.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Nah, it was lit.
I mean,
Lit, dog.
both are equally good. It's fine.
No, what I mean is just talking green up.
Look, it's fine. If those of you at home are watching this and you haven't seen or read Negima, I highly recommend it.
Oh yeah, it's a good series.
It's coming from our residential black guy over here.
Do not watch Mabura Ho though. That anime was garbage.
No, everyone should watch
What?
the Ghost Stories English.
Oh yeah,
Dub.
Ghost Stories. Watch the dub. Watch the dub of Ghost Stories.
Beautiful.
I don't like you because you're a monster. I don't like you because you're black. I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of
no,
what they
he's not
said.
paraphrasing. Those were the exact
That's
exact
what
words. And it was
All
a
right.
bunny. It was an evil bunny.
So before I veer us back on track, speaking of great lines in anime, thank you Dragon Ball Super for keeping in "Don't shoot, that man's not black," and also he's right, that man isn't black.
I'm happy they didn't try to change it. I'm really happy they didn't.
I'm glad it didn't change.
Because if it was someone trying to dub a Katakawa thing, like with that one dragon anime, they would have just did too much just to the main script. It would have hurt me.
Yeah,
Because I
they
want to
would've-
hear him talk about black people while not talking about black people.
Oh god.
All right, so you got it out of your system.
Yeah. Now let's veer back and talk about Sony at E30.
No, I'm gonna bring that up in the next episode or next part. So
All right,
what I was
all
gonna
right.
actually bring up, just for the last second, as I love to insult giant companies, Konami didn't want to talk about tell their investors about Metal Gear Survive and how well it did because it was a shit show.
Because we already knew it was going to be bad, and that's what they get.
I mean, who wants to talk about the skeletons in their closet? I sure wouldn't.
Yeah. No, but I just feel glad that. Well, I don't actually feel glad. I feel there's not a feeling. It's just it's kind of like I told you so, but there's no I told you so to it
I feel
because
sated.
I actually slightly feel bad for Konami because at least Konami America, there's one guy on Facebook or Twitter who was trying to advertise. He was like, "Don't worry, guys, we didn't forget about gaming. We have something coming out soon." And then, unfortunately, they decided to release a game like Metal Gear Survive, which clearly was just a bunch of asset flips going on all over the place. Like it didn't have enough personality to make it work, which is weird. I mean, not weird. That's probably the worst part about Survive. Coming from someone who played the beta and not the actual game, so I have no idea. But I'm basing this on my limited experience. I didn't feel that Konami weirdness going on. You know what I mean, right? Just
Yeah, because Kojima took it all with
Because
him.
my
when he
boy
left.
Kojima was gone.
yeah. Sorry, I meant Kojima weirdness because even Metal Gear Metal Gear Rising, even though it was a total departure from how other Metal Gear games play,
It was still weird enough. It was still Metal Gear.
and it was fun, and it was
Yeah.
really hype.
I'd like to add
Rules
on
of
to that.
nature. Sorry.
I'd like to add on to that, saying that this is just what Konami gets, dog. Y'all did Kojima dirty, and I know there's some good people at Konami, sure, but like, y'all did Kojima dirty, and you got to reap what you sow.
I personally don't think Konami has gotten it worse enough because they're still, they still haven't got the decrease in sales. I'm not saying they need to just go bankrupt because that's not right. That's messed up. But I just think, because of the fact that they're still making more money year by year,
From
they're not going to learn their
pachinkos.
lesson. They're going to think, oh, we're doing well.
Well, they're not making money from their video games. They're making money
Oh
from their
no, they're only making
pachinko
money from like
machines.
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pachinko. But it's just the fact that because they're still making money, they think, oh, well, what we did was fine. We don't have to, mess. We don't have to change anything around too much.
I will say this. I agree with you completely. But as long as they keep using the Metal Gear name, I want those games to keep flopping, all of them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I
Until they
agree.
stop using the Metal Gear name, I hope every Metal Gear game they put out from here on just keeps flopping.
I love Metal Gear, but without Kojima, it needs to die.
I agree. How you gonna take the man's baby from him and then shill out the baby?
Easy. They did.
And they failed, as they should have.
Yeah, yeah. But you gotta admit, Kojima was doing a lot, like almost too much for Metal Gear 5.
I'd rather have too
Yeah.
much than not enough.
Agreed?
I'd rather have too much than just
No, no,
nothing,
no, no. I'm
which is
thinking
what
about this
that
from like a
was.
business perspective. Like imagine you get this guy and you go, all right, he's making us a lot of money, so we're gonna give him this amount of money, and then he's like, I need more money. I'm not even 2/3 finished with the game.
I'd give it to him. I would give it to him.
I mean,
Because you see how
yeah,
good he
considering
is.
his history, he's gonna make some money
He's
off
gonna
of
make
like
money.
what
Can
he
you
does.
guarantee he's gonna make at least get you into the black? Can you guarantee
I
that?
think I believe so. I mean, Kojima's track record, yeah, I believe so.
See, I would feel that way probably towards Silent Hill, but because we don't know that much about it, but I don't feel that way entirely, based on the fact that they had to split the game into two parts, that they had enough money to fully supply Kojima doing that.
I'd like to bring up an idea I had a while ago to you guys.
Yeah,
If we took Kojima and Del Toro, right?
yeah.
Death
And
Stranding.
then we combined Kamiya and Yoko Taro to make a game, I feel like that would be the greatest game we will never understand.
I have no culture, so could you refer
So the
Kamiya
guy
to
from
me?
Nier,
So
No, I know
Yoko
Yoko
Taro,
Taro. I just need to know who Kamiya is.
he makes Bayonetta.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, because Bayonetta's easy to understand.
Well, I was just using that as a base idea. He's done way more than Bayonetta, but like that was just like
And Devil May
connect the
Cry.
dots. Yeah, Devil May Cry,
I
Beautiful
would
Joe.
completely agree with you. I want that game now. Just those four doing their thing.
Can we also
That
add
sounds fun.
the guy from Suda 41?
Yes, it will be the greatest game we will never understand. It will be so many layers to that beautiful mess.
Or it
It'd
would be
perfect.
the weirdest bullshit ever.
It would be a
That's actually
game
not good.
theorist's dream.
What?
It would be a game theorist's dream.
Sure.
Dog, the layers though, like have them work together. I feel like the combat, if there is any, would be great. The storytelling would be phenomenal. The nuance would be fantastic.
All right. All right.
Let me see. Let's get